Sports Gamers Online is the #1 source for the sports gamer.
What's good, sports gamers? Dirty Draws 21 here, and since the top 10 video did so well, today we decided to bring you the top 10 most overrated and overpowered players part 2, with a twist. The guys that were most mentioned in the comments by you guys. Let's begin. The number 10 most tallied player was Monta Ellis. Ellis has been a headache to play against as far back as when this was a legit question. I always used the Warriors in 2K11 because of him. Ellis' ability to attack the rim at will reminded many of a young AI. And despite losing some of his speed that made the Iverson comparisons that much more legit, his style of play is very 2K friendly, and as a result his production has barely fallen off, if any. Despite being an average shooter around the rim this season, Ellis has a 91 close rating that paired with his low 80s layup ratings and gold finisher badges, 11 gold badges in total, make sure Ellis still performs at a level we haven't seen in 4 years. Coupled with having one of the easier dribble pull-ups, in my opinion, makes his 84 mid-range rating seem like it's a 99. Because of his style of play, Monta would be 35 and still be a ridiculously hard player to stop in the 2K universe. Number 9 on the list is Andre Iguodala. We all know why Iggy is on the list. He's always been a poor man's LeBron James. His dunking ability and ball handle has made him a matchup nightmare far beyond what the real-life version has offered for years. His 2K self has been what the Sixers fans hoped he'd become. What makes matters worse is he's already a lockdown defender who can hit the occasional three, turning Iggy into a 2K superstar. Number 8 player most tallied was Jeremy Lamb. I was confused at first. I was like, are dudes really catching fades from Jeremy Lamb? So I played a couple ranked games. And yeah, I see what y'all talking about. I'll file him under the bonus of easy releases so they play like Steph Curry category. Number 7 is John Wall. Luckily, 2K realizes John Wall isn't a good shooter and didn't feel the need to slide him some extra points here and there. But what he is good at, which is driving to the hole, they went overboard on how successful he is at it. Combining acrobat and spin layup gold badges to a guy who already has 90 plus layup ratings and 86 drive and dunk lets him convert in the paint at a way higher rate than he does in real life. And with his 97 speed, guys can enjoy that luxury at will. Even more when you think you're completely in front of him to prevent him from attacking the paint, 2K will be like, nah bruh, and still grant him a dunk or layup animation. I played 5 yards off of him on purpose before and Buddy still drove and laid it up on me. Number 6 on the list is Kevin Durant. Now I laugh when I seen him mentioned so many times because I know it's because everybody realized Durant does not miss. Ever. He just doesn't. Just remember, it could be worse. They could put his actual height in the game. Number 5 on the list tally from you guys is Zach LaVine. He came into the league as a raw athlete, so it's not a surprise he has 81 speed, 97 vert, and 97 drive and dunk. And when it comes to 2K, if you have that combination, you're pretty much guaranteed to be a 20-point scorer off the jump. But the fact you can play him at point guard turns into a baby Westbrook. And what sets LaVine apart from the Rodney Carneys of past 2Ks is he can shoot threes. With an 82 trade ball and gold corner specialist badge gives him the sought-after combo of 3-point shooting and dunking ability. Also being on the same team as Ricky Rubio turns a Rubio LaVine alley-oop into one of the most cheesiest plays this game has. Number 4 is Draymond Green. The problem with Draymond is he's a key example of a player having the ability to do something that's normal for his position and people abusing the hell out of it. Y'all remember Terrence Williams, right? And dudes would put his big ass at point guard just because he could dribble a little bit. It's sort of like that. Dudes be acting like he has handles like Kyrie, bringing the ball up, running pick and rolls, and trying to take me off the dribble. And since he's usually being guarded by a power forward or center, players get away with stuff like that. And if you're trying to put a small forward on them, you got mismatches elsewhere. For a guy who scored 14 points per game, he creates matchup problems offensively that's well beyond what he can do in real life. It's frustrating. In 2K16, he's LeBron with Iguodala's defense for no reason. Coming in at number 3 on the list is James Harden. Fake. The fact that this doesn't happen every single time made Harden's spot on the list more than justified. And this style of play, if you're cheesy with him, is how fights break out if you're playing your homie. We've all played Harden users and they go barrel into the paint with their eyes closed and draw a foul. Like, I would take him over Durant and Westbrook just because of his ability to draw fouls if you blow on him, no lie. Having him really puts the power into the hands of your computer defenders to not foul him every time he drives to the hoop. And how's he 86 speed? He's a fat, skinny guy if I ever saw one.
Got him!
And number 2 is J.R. Smith. Back when he was drafted, he was known to me as the other Smith. But J.R. has carved a role out for himself in 2K as one of the original 3 and D players. It's not fair playing the Cavs when J.R. is their 4th best player due to his potential to drop 50 while hitting 10 threes, mainly due to him having one of the easiest jump shots in the game to master. Although 2K has toned down his dunking ability as he has gotten older, although he will yam it on you if given a chance, he has become a deadly spot-up shooter on one of the most used teams in the game. JR's legend remains, and when he retires, he'll be inducted into the 2K Hall of Fame. And the number 1 most overrated and overpowered NBA 2K16 player, voted by you guys, is unsurprisingly the king, LeBron James.
LeBron
2K
James.
has always struggled, in my opinion, to accurately gauge just how dominant certain players are and convert it to the game. And what ends up happening is because his layup, dunk, and close ratings are so high, you literally will have to block LeBron James' shot for him to miss consistently. So you end up with a bunch of games with him shooting 15 for 20, and not to mention the fact he will ragdoll anybody in his way if he even gets one step on him. You can have 3 guys waiting and LeBron James leaves you praying he will miss it if he gets within 10 feet of the basket. So it makes sense he was the name commenter suggested the most and deserves a spot at number 1 on the top 10 most overpowered players in NBA 2K16. Alright guys, hope you liked the vid and stay tuned for more Madden and NBA 2K content. We should crank out another top 10 video soon, so stay tuned for that. Thank y'all for watching and be good, y'all. What's good, sports gamers? Let's start the vid by admitting this. Every year there's a group of players whose virtual counterparts are given too much credit for what that guy does or did in real life. Some may be actual stars, and others will give you the business all because they're nice at one particular skill. Or they won the genetic lottery. Some call them hidden gems, others call them cheese. We'll call them our top 10 most overrated players in NBA 2K16. Let's begin. Coming in at number 10 on the list is Channing Frye. For as long as I've been playing